Skip this video if you want sales talk. If you want the honest truth about Coastal Cabana, keep watching.
Welcome back to yet another episode of Haikal Titus Honest Truth
HTHT. Before we begin, if you are new to our channel, you can check out the rest of our episode whereby we have done new launches like the Sand, whereby we told buyers not to buy.
And we have also done resale analysis where we compare different resale condos. So if you are in the market for a resale condo, those videos might be handy for you. And if you like our content, please do subscribe and like our videos because it will help us create more and better content for you guys. And also remember to scan our QR codes if you have any questions.
So for today, it's another new launch analysis, but it's a bit more special because it is the last launch for 2025.
Oof.
2025 really passed by very fast.
Very fast.
Now it's almost Christmas.
Yep.
So this is a new launch called Coastal Cabana. It is an EC located in Pasir Ris. And this is very special for all the East Side because it is the first EC launch since 2013. It has been quite some time since a new EC has been launched around this area.
Yeah. So what this means is basically this is where all the true rich Singaporeans will appear. Because for EC buyers, we will share later on, they have to fork out about 600 to even $1 million in terms of cash and CPF on average. If you are not sure what I'm talking about, stay tuned where we will run through some financial calculations later on in this video.
Singaporean Huala!
So these are some details about the project. Since it's an EC, so basically only big units of 3, 4 and 5 bedrooms with full condo facilities.
Yep.
The target preview date is really soon. It's launching on the 6th December until the 21st. So not sure when this video will be released. But these are the dates. And TOP is expected to be around Q1 2029.
Oh, very fast.
Yeah, so only about 3 years of waiting time.
Okay, so right now we have the starting from price for the 3-bedroom at around 1.43 million and the starting from price for the 4-bedroom at about 1.62 million. We will be doing a price analysis between Coastal Cabana and the nearby resale. So keep watching this video if you want to know if Coastal Cabana is worth it.
Who is the developer is basically Qingqian. They won a bid of about 729. On paper, it might look expensive for EC, but later on we will see going forward that this will be considered cheap for an EC already.
Okay, so now we can see that this developer, Qingjian, they have done quite a number of projects throughout the whole of Singapore.
Correct.
North, South, East, West, they are everywhere.
Yeah.
So even for EC, this is their 10th EC that they have built. So very, very experienced developer.
Correct. So even central location, they also do. So they really cover almost the whole Singapore, right? In recent times, these are the projects that they have done. And all of these, if you ask me, personal favorite are Jetscape and Foret.
Nice.
Yeah, so both are, I think, very beautiful projects. I even considered for my own purchase, honestly. So what you're seeing now is a very zoomed out perspective of where Coastal Cabana is.
And I think the main point is you can see to the north is the sea view, which is something that is very rare. And of course, in Pasir Ris, you are very close to airport.
Yes. So now we zoom in a bit more into the location.
So we can see that this place is perfect for family because they have everything in the location, right?
This location, they have primary school, secondary school, and even JC.
So essentially means your child's school-going years, right? You can stay there for the next 12 years.
Yeah, very easy and convenient for the family going forward.
So on top of that, downtown East is just literally right beside you for your daily necessities. Sometimes you don't want to eat at home, you can go there for your dinner.
Correct.
Wild Wet, and then the Pasir Ris Park. And it's around a 12 minutes walk to Pasir Ris MRT.
Plus, if you are lazy to walk to the MRT, from what we understand, there is a shuttle bus from downtown East daily from 11 to 10 p.m., which makes your life much easier.
So if you are looking at the master plan right now, you can see that Coastal Cabana, right, the stacks are north-south facing. So those north-facing stacks will have an unblocked sea view, which I think for EC, there isn't any EC with sea view.
Very rare.
Yeah, this will definitely be a premium view that developer is going to charge higher for this view.
Just be prepared to pay more for this view, basically. Okay. So this is Coastal Cabana right down here, and how it will look like. And you can see it's, I think, really fun, like what you mentioned, right? Because you can see even the Wild Wet and everything is right at your doorstep.
Yeah, and you can look at this artist's impression of Coastal Cabana. It looks very grand and nice, right? Especially the drop-off is like a grand atas condo drop-off. It feels good to come home. Lah.
Very welcoming, correct?
Mm.
And also you can see the clubhouse here is very long and very wide, so perfect for all those
Yes.
birthday parties or baby shower lah.
So if you guys want an ebook of Coastal Cabana, do scan our QR code and so do let us know and we will send the ebook and details of the floor plans to you. So what we are seeing right now is a golden view from the rooftop. Actually very, very nice, right? Sea view, sunset view, and then this is an amazing view to wake up, right? If let's say you are choosing some of the premium units, this view is probably what you're going to see every single day.
But there is a downside to seaside living, Titus.
What's the downside?
Because from what I know, because of the salt water, it might affect your furniture. Yeah, so things might get rusty easily. So I have a fellow colleague, right, who lives near a reservoir, not even near the sea.
Reservoir is salt water? No, right?
I don't think so. It's just water, I think. But because of this, right, he told me his toilet frame, the metal parts, within 1 to 2 years, it started to rust already.
Because the area is more humid, more moisture in the air.
Yes. So this is just something that buyers might need to be mindful of if they are not aware.
Then buy plastic furniture.
Yeah, then maybe that will solve all your problem already.
Yeah.
So this is the unit breakdown. So basically, like what we mentioned for EC, usually they do not have any small units. So as you can see, majority of the units are 3 and 4 beders targeting families for own stay. So this is the site plan. So this is the main entrance of where the EC will be. So north-south orientation, basically is good for ventilation.
No west sun as well.
Correct. So this is the part where the stack with the premium view of the sea view.
Yes.
Okay, but also remember to get 6th to 7th floor in order to clear the landed that is in front of you to have a clear sea view.
Yes.
Then on the other side is basically facing the road, and opposite the road is basically just a HDB. So in terms of view, is either you have facing your neighbors or the sea view. So there's not much of a difference in terms of view for down here.
So for EC, usually we don't hear much objection from buyers regarding the view because this layout is actually quite a standard EC layout and an EC view. But over here, as we mentioned, you have a premium sea view, which is really very rare for EC.
Correct.
So moving on to the next part, this will interest those who might want to understand the financial aspect of buying an EC. So we will also be doing the price analysis to compare Coastal Cabana to nearby projects to see whether Coastal Cabana is worth buying or not. And lastly, we will be sharing a bit about the floor plans. Firstly, Haikal, in order to buy an EC, because EC is under HDB ruling, buyers must first be eligible under the HDB eligibility rules to buy an EC. So you can take a screenshot of this, right, and then see whether you are eligible. But if you really want to actually find out more in details, get in touch with us. We will share with you. We will help you assess your eligibility.
Correct. So if you are not eligible, maybe you can skip this video and watch our other videos. Okay? So for EC, one of the major pain points, right, is the loan due to the income ceiling. But so what I mean by pain point is if you see our slides here, due to the income ceiling of 16K, your max loan, right, so 16K down here, your max loan that you'll be able to afford for a new EC will be at $1 million.
Yes.
So this is also assuming that you have zero car loan or credit card loan or any other form of loan. And also assuming that you can loan the maximum of 30 years.
We can see that the loan amount is reduced as compared to buying a normal private property or even resale EC. Your loan can go up to 1.8 million, but because you are buying an EC, we have to use the 30% MSR calculation.
Correct. So it's almost a 800K difference in terms of loan.
Yes.
So now we'll be looking at the price analysis where we're looking at the starting prices of 3 and 4 bedder respectively.
Yes.
So these are the prices as shown. Okay, so firstly, we want to share a normal condo. So for example, we take the 1.438. Instead of buying an EC, we take into account this is just a normal condo purchase.
So for a normal condo, you can loan up to 75%.
Correct.
75% of 1.438 is around 1.078 million.
Correct.
So buying a private, you can actually loan 78,000 more as compared to buying an EC. So next, we want to draw your attention to the total down payment that you will need, including legal fees and stamp duty. Buying a private, you will need to down pay 400K for a $1.438 million. But it's different for an EC, right?
Yes, so for EC it's a bit different like what we mentioned. So for now, we move on to the new EC financial calculation. So the same price, 1.438. Now remember our max loan is now at $1 million. So because of this, our down payment has increased to 482K.
Yes.
So if you recall from the previous one, now it's
404.
yes. So it is an increase of about 78K. And this 78K is before including the resale levy. So in a nutshell, resale levy is applicable if you have bought a BTO or a resale with grants from a HDB lah.
Yes.
And this resale levy you have to pay in cash.
Only in cash?
Yes, only in cash.
Okay.
So now we'll be looking at the 4-bedder starting price, which is 1.623 million.
Okay.
So everything is the same. Okay, 1.623 is the purchase price. Max loan is at $1 million yet again. However, you can see now your total outlay, which is your down payment plus expenses, is currently at 676K. So this is required to either be paid in cash or CPF for EC buyer who's willing to look at a 4-bedder.
Yeah, so remember this 1.6 million is the starting price for the 4-bedder. So as the price gets higher the down payment is required because your max loan is only at $1 million.
So how high can the down payment be for a 4-bedder for EC, Titus?
For some of the EC that transacted around 2 to 2.5 million, right, essentially they have to down pay almost 1 to 1.5 million.
Wow, that is a lot of money.
Yes.
Right? This is why I think agents always say, right, if you want to find the true rich Singaporeans, right, don't go to Orchard Road. Just go to an EC, right, you'll find so many of them. Because they are earning max 16K, to be able to have 1 to 1.5 million in liquid cash or CPF, right, is actually quite crazy lah.
Yeah, so maybe all this weekly millionaire comes from Singapore Pools buying Toto lah. So after they strike, then they come and buy EC.
Correct. So what we have now is the price matrix. So from the starting PSF all the way until 2000 PSF lah. So this is not the official pricing yet, but this is just an estimate based on PSF.
But for EC, I heard there's different scheme, different pricing, right?
Correct. So what we have here is normal payment scheme or NPS and deferred payment scheme DPS. So we have sum up the difference in both the schemes and who it applies to. So for this price matrix is basically for normal payment scheme. So basically for deferred payment scheme, usually for homeowners who have yet to sell their HDB lah.
So for DPS, right, it's more expensive than the normal scheme?
Correct. So for DPS, usually is about 3% higher than the NPS. So if you're unsure, just scan our QR code and message us your question and we will answer them for you with regards to anything regards to Coastal Cabana.
So for deferred payment scheme, Haikal, because they have yet to sell their house, right, there will be something called a bridging loan.
Yes. So for EC, if you are keen, there is something called the bridging loan if you have yet to sell your house. So what you see here is quick explanation on how it works. So for example, you are required to pay your 20% first. And then for example, you get a loan and your loan only covers 65% of the purchase price, which means you have a shortfall of 15%. But because you have yet to sell your HDB, what the banks can do is they offer a bridging loan. So how they evaluate this bridging loan is they'll take 85% of your housing price, then they minus off the outstanding loan and any resale levy. So that will give you your maximum bridging loan. But this formula might differ from bank to bank lah.
So they kind of give you the advancement of your future sale.
Correct. So this is to help you bridge that shortfall in funds that you have lah.
So anything beyond that have to top up in cash or CPF lah.
Yes, that will come out from your own pocket. No choice already. So after looking at the price matrix, you might feel that EC is too expensive because this is at Pasir Ris, so ulu yet so expensive, and then you are going to wait for the next cheaper alternative, which might not have any lah.
So this is the scary part because this is the full list of EC land since 2015. So Coastal Cabana, Qingjian bought it at 729 PSF, and you can see, right, all the other land bids were higher than us except the one in Sembawang. What this means is when the land bid, the cost is higher, the selling price will definitely be higher. This is just basic economics.
Yeah, so if you can afford to buy Coastal Cabana now, we do feel that you should consider it seriously lah before things get worse.
Unless you are okay with Sembawang, there got hot spring, there got Minister Ong Yi Kang. Yeah,
Not bad
so not bad lah.
So next we'll be looking at the price analysis of 3 and 4 bedrooms.
What we'll be comparing to is Sea Horizon, Ripper Bay. Both of them has good number of units for comparison, and we will also be bringing in Pasir Ris 8 to understand what is the ceiling of the accepted pricing in Pasir Ris, this area.
So this is location-wise. We have Coastal Cabana here. Then right beside is Sea Horizon. That's why we wanted to compare. And further down is Ripper Bay. So Pasir Ris 8 is a bit further than 1 kilometer lah,
Yes.
but it's still a good proximity for comparison.
So using the price matrix, we assume the average PSF of around 1,008 to 1,850, which translate to around 1.56 million to around 1.69 million in terms of 3-bedroom pricing for Coastal Cabana.
So now we're looking at 3-bedder for Sea Horizon, as in what has transacted for them. So on top here, we have the Coastal Cabana average. And then for Sea Horizon, you can see here, the average is about 1,237 PSF and pricing is about 1.479. So for comparison, we'll be comparing the different PSF since Sea Horizon TOP in 2016 and Coastal Cabana will TOP in 2029. So that's about a difference of 13 years.
Yep.
So every year we take about $50 PSF difference. So what we have done is 50 PSF times 13 years.
650.
Correct. And then afterwards we harmonize Sea Horizon.
Yeah.
So what we did is we add 6% on top of the current average PSF.
Yes.
So it adds up to about 1,311. So we add the 1,311 to the difference in PSF. So you can see Sea Horizon PSF is at 1,961. So what this means is basically you can see the average of Coastal Cabana at 1,008 is fairly priced if you ask us.
So if we were to apply the same concept to Ripper Bay, you can see that the average PSF for Ripper Bay is 1,345 per square feet.
Correct.
Right, which is actually higher than Sea Horizon.
Yes.
So we do the same formula, right? $50 per square feet multiplied by 13 years, 650, and then we add a 6% because it's an old layout. Right now, it's harmonized. So it will lead us to 2,075 PSF for a 3-bedroom in Ripper Bay. So by comparing Ripper Bay to Sea Horizon and Coastal Cabana, right, we can see that Coastal Cabana at 1,008 to 1,850 is actually very well priced.
Correct. So last we wanted to compare to Pasir Ris 8, which just TOP this year. So you can see here for Pasir Ris 8 3-bedder, people are willing to pay about 2.2 million for a 3-bedder, and even someone paid 2.6 for a 3-bedder over at Pasir Ris.
Wow, so high.
Yeah, so it's quite insane. It's higher than what I expected, to be honest.
Why are we measuring Pasir Ris 8? Because it's the integrated with the MRT interchange and have the shopping mall, everything. So it's like the crown jewel of Pasir Ris.
Correct. Yes.
So definitely it's going to be a bit more expensive.
Yes.
So secondly, if you know that, let's say Coastal Cabana, the average PSF, right, there is room for growth because the ceiling price for accepted pricing in Pasir Ris 8 has already reached 2.2 million to 2.6 million for a 3-bedroom. So easily there will be future appreciation of around 4 to 700,000.
Yes. Because the last thing we want, right, is for you to be the most expensive condo in your area. And from our previous analysis of our other video, you can see that once you are the most expensive owner in your area, usually you will struggle to sell in the resale market lah.
Yes, yes.
So now we will move on quickly to the 4-bedder analysis. Average PSF same, 1,008 to 1,850.
Yes.
But price range wise, it will lead to about 1.78 to 2.23 million.
So before Haikal go on, we remember that Pasir Ris 8 3-bedder average is around 2.2 to maximum 2.6 million.
Correct.
So for a 4-bedder at 1.78, around 500,000 cheaper, right? It's already a no-brainer which one to go for lah.
See, Titus can predict the future already. So next time, if you guys need to buy Toto or 4D, can just ask him.
Scan my QR code.
Same math like before. We take 50 times the age difference. Then we harmonize Sea Horizon average PSF of 1,318 then add with the difference, which leads to 2047 PSF. Yet again, the average for Coastal Cabana is lower. Then the same for Ripple Bay, same math, don't want to bore you again, but Ripple Bay again more expensive because their eventual PSF is 2136 comparing to 18 to 1850 of Coastal Cabana. So lastly, Pasir Ris 8, we do not have any 4-bedroom sub-sale yet, but those who bought in new, you can see lower levels already at 2.5 million, which means in 3 years time, most likely they will be selling at 3 million, which is going to be a norm for 4-bedder in Pasir Ris.
So if the 4-bedder in Pasir Ris 8 is selling at 3 million, this essentially gives you a very good safety buffer, right, for your 4-bedder in Coastal Cabana, almost like $1 million safety buffer or
Correct.
even potential profits.
Yes.
And if you're keen to find out our 5-bedroom analysis, you can scan our QR code and then we will send it to you as well.
So last is the layout. So to be honest, when I took a look at all the layout, is more or less the same.
Yep.
So which is pretty good. So the main difference in 3-bedder, I want to compare the C2 and C3 because both are the same size. But C2 has an additional toilet plus one tiny study. More like a nook lah.
Study corner.
Yeah, but for C3, you get a good study size.
So if you ask us, right, both C2 and C3 at the same price, do get C3. And even if C3 is a little bit more expensive, right, it's worth getting C3 because in the resale market, the extra study space, right, is actually much more appreciated than the small WC lah.
Correct. Plus the study in C3, you can hack here. Then you can push the door in front to make a bigger master if needed.
Next, the 4-bedroom layout, orientation almost all the same as you can see, but some of the small details, for example, the D1 and the D2 layout, right? In the 4th bedroom in D1 is 7 square meter. The 4th bedroom in D2 is 8 square meter. So 1 square meter difference. And the master in D2 is also bigger by 1 square meter. Between these two, we will like to prioritize D2 because that is the purpose of a 4-bedroom, right? Whereby you want 4 proper bedroom. And the difference between D2 and D3 is that they have a dry kitchen in D3 and D3 4th bedroom is 9 square meter, same as all the other common bedrooms.
So now the difference between D3 and D4 is that D4 has a bigger living space and the balcony is so slightly bigger in D4, plus it has a study as well, which can be hacked to form a very, very huge master lah. I still don't know what you can do with a super big master. Maybe you can make more kids lah. Huh?
Yes, produce more for Singapore.
Yeah. Or if not, you can hack the study and then put your walk-in wardrobe over at the study location.
Which the wife will be very happy.
Very happy.
So
indeed.
happy wife, happy life.
Yes. Then for D4B, the difference is actually the balcony in the master.
So we realized that balcony in the master is really something that most resale buyer they try to avoid lah. One balcony is actually enough lah. Now you give them 2 balcony,
Too much.
it will be like a unused space lah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because it's not considered livable.
Yes. So to keep the video as short as possible, we won't be doing the 5-bedroom layout analysis. And if you guys are keen, yes, please scan the QR code and we will actually share the 5-bedroom analysis with you. And that's all we have for you today. And if you have enjoyed our content so far, please do like, share and subscribe. Or even just comment, give us an encouragement or even tell us what you want us to talk about in the next few episodes.
So thank you for watching another episode of Haikal Titus Honest Truth.
HTHT. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.